So a couple of weeks ago, a good friend of mine, Bart of Asgard, released his cover of Through the Darkness from Resident Evil 9. And a couple of days ago, he sent me a message saying that he got this weird comment on his channel saying they're partners or something because they cover the same song. Now, there's nothing wrong with this comment, I guess, on face value, but if you read it, it comes off as weird. He clicks on the channel, and it turns out it has 138,000 subscribers, and it's all covers, so the channel does the same thing we do, right? Except no, it's AI. Now, here's the thing. If you've been around music for a while, you can tell that it's AI. It's kind of like this uncanny valley of music, right? It's technically correct, but it feels hollow. Particularly when you listen to the vocals on those high notes, and particularly when they distort them, it just sounds off. Same goes for the metal guitars, even though you can look at it like, oh, they're just overly edited guitars. But no, they still sound fake. And here comes the uncomfortable truth. On the surface, this kind of AI music and AI videos, they work, but that's the problem. Now, I want to be a little bit careful here though, because I'm not insinuating that, oh, people are just stupid, they just can't tell. What I am saying though is that now more than ever, we are consuming music passively. Like you're scrolling through TikTok, there's a song that pops up, you've forgotten about it, 2 videos down. Dude, I'm guilty of this too. Every device can play music, you can listen everywhere. So AI doesn't need to be perfect, it just needs to be good enough that it doesn't trigger the feeling that, oh, this is fake, this is wrong. And once it's managed to do that, it's already won. So let's compare this properly, shall we? If I am to make a cover, I have to sit down, make the arrangement, make all the drums, I have to record the guitars, bass and vocals, make the orchestra and synth, mix it, I have to film it, edit it, and everything in between. That is not a 20-minute job. That is, in my life at least, 1 to 2 weeks of full-time work. Now let's compare this to AI, shall we? You sit down, you write a little prompt saying, I want a cover of this song in this style, with this voice, and you hit generate, and then within a minute, you have a full song. Now just imagine this at a grander scale, right? I can make up to 2 covers a month if I'm very lucky. I haven't done it in a while because life's busy. Now imagine an AI channel. They can upload, once a day, even multiple times a day. There's no limit. They can pick different songs, different styles, different artists. It's basically endless content. And that right there, my friends, is the key to all this. It's not about music anymore. It's about the content. So I'm not just a musician anymore, am I? I'm a content creator who makes music. And those two things, my friends, are not the same. Music requires time and effort and passion. Content requires frequency and consistency. Now imagine going back in time telling like Mozart or Beethoven this, like, bro, you gotta release a banger every 2 days, man. They would just laugh at you because that's not what music or art is about. So AI is not a music tool in this context. AI is a content creating machine that is perfectly built for a system that rewards more uploads, more consistency, more volume, more noise, more everything. So it's not that AI is breaking the system, it's that the AI fits the system perfectly. Now before someone jumps into the comments writing like, oh, there's still tons of musicians breaking out on social media and TikTok. Yeah, there are some, but those are standout cases. Like this girl Mafra found on TikTok recently. Absolutely crushed it. Wild talent. Millions of views, hundreds of thousands of subscribers, straight up, right? But again, standout cases. And that's someone breaking out despite the system, not because the system is fair. Most musicians or content creators in general have to do the grind. They have to put in the work. Now, I'm not discrediting the people who do blow up. Absolutely not. They're probably well deserved. I'm just talking about those big explosions are not a common occurrence. And here's another thing that I started noticing. People calling themselves AI artists. They even write it in their bio like it's some sort of fucking badge of honor. That's not the same as someone spending years honing their craft, practicing, improving and failing, as sitting down, writing some prompts and hit generate. It's not even remotely fucking close. You didn't sit down to make this beautiful piece of art that people would spend hundreds of hours on. You didn't sit down to perform a beautiful piece of music. You didn't fight your way through it. You selected an outcome. It's not even remotely the same. And that's the thing that really fucking irks me, because we are competing for the same attention, even though we are not even remotely the same. Now think about it like this. You spend hundreds of hours making something damn cool, right? You make a video for it, you upload it to your social media channels, and it gets drowned out by hundreds of AI videos uploaded the same day. And people don't view it any differently either. That's not their fault, but the effort becomes invisible. And it fucking sucks. Now, I want to say something really important here, though. I don't think AI is bad. I know it might sound like that now, but I don't think AI is bad. Everyone who's talked to me, they know that I am not against technology in general. For example, the other day, I found this cover of Michael Jackson's Beat It in the style of metal. They told him, don't you ever come around here. Now, it was just an AI cover, of course, but there was something about it that was just really fucking cool. I can't deny it. It was really cool. It had a good groove and a good arrangement. Now, I thought to myself that would be awesome to actually cover it like that, but make my own spin on it. And that's where AI becomes useful. And this is my problem with this, because the tool becomes the product. So the tool doesn't fuel creativity anymore. It fucking replaces it, right? So again, we are not talking about music, are we? We are talking about content. Fast, disposable, endless. And it kind of takes away something important about art in general. That's risk. Real music has risks. It has, bad takes that make it into the song that actually turn out to be pretty cool. It means arrangement problems that turn out to be beneficial. Maybe it failed totally, and that's totally cool. Then you improve on the next one. That is the process, and that's art. And AI doesn't have this. It doesn't have to push through something. It doesn't have to fail. It doesn't hesitate. It just generates. And all of this is detrimental to all of us content creators, not just musicians and artists, but just in general. And yesterday I gained my first subscriber in 4 days. Now that sounds drastic, but I got 2, I lost 4. I got 3, I lost 5. And finally it caught up again. Now, I know the algorithm shifts, so I know it's not only the AI, but it's clear to see how much the AI content is affecting real content creators, particularly us musicians or artists. And the way I've been putting out contents pretty much since 2014, or since I started doing it for real in 2016, is just not really working anymore. Like, I truly feel like I am gonna fall behind and literally get the rug pulled out from under me any second now if I do not change something. So in order to survive in this space, I have to adapt. And I'm not gonna lie, it feels like I am betraying myself. I feel like I'm going against what I want to do. And there's nothing wrong with putting in the work and doing the job you need to do. But I feel it's getting to the point where you kind of have to sacrifice your artistry for the content. And that's what I don't like. Oh, and here's another thing that you guys who do not make content for a living might not know. I've gotten tons of requests from AI companies to promote their AI music generator tool. Now, this feels wrong on God knows how many levels. And I feel it's kind of brazen for these companies to go to real musicians and asking us to promote this fake ass shit. So while I don't blame anyone for trying to promote their company or try to make a living of this, what I am worried about is what message it sends. Just imagine a kid, like, oh, you have the choice between sitting down for thousands of hours to learn an instrument, to record and make something cool, or you can just go here and type what you want and you created something. Like I mentioned earlier, it's like when the tool becomes the product, it doesn't really add anything, it doesn't really give anything to the space, it just changes what gets rewarded and what people value. And I think it's going in the wrong direction. So this isn't about like AI making better music or replacing humans. I don't think that will ever happen. Like, some audience will get lost when you have AI, for sure. It's that AI can make music fast enough, endlessly, and cheap. That's the problem. So, is AI music, or AI covers in this case, ruining content creators like myself? Not entirely, but do they make it incredibly a lot harder to be seen, harder to compete, or just in general harder to exist in this social media space? Abso-fucking-lutely. And to be honest, I think we're just at the beginning of this. We are just scratching the surface. So to everyone watching this who appreciates and loves real music and real art that's been poured thousands of hours into, together with all the passion, all the love, the blood and sweat and tears, thank you.